Ram Ram Hare Hare. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, we are continuing our study of Sri Jaiva Dharma by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahasaya. We are reading the second section called Sambandha Abhidaya Prayojan, and we are in the 14th chapter that deals with the different Shaktis of Lord Krishna. Vrajnath is a very sincere seeker, and Sri Raghunath Das Babaji is a pure devotee, disciple of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and he is giving the answers. So Vrajnath asks, which of Sri Krishna's Shaktis is Srimati Radharani? Sri Raghunath Das Babaji replies, as Sri Krishna is the complete Shaktiman Tattva, Srimati Radharani is his complete Shakti. She can be called the complete Swarup Shakti. In Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is mentioned, Radha Purna Shakti Krishna Purna Shaktiman Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi Shastrera Praman. Radha Purna Shakti. Radharani is the complete energy. Radha Purna Shakti, Krishna Purna Shaktiman. And Krishna is the energetic. Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi. And there is no difference between Srimati Radharani and Shri Krishna. Dui Vastu Bheda Nahi, Shastrera Praman. This is the verdict of the scriptures. Srimati Radharani can be called the complete Swarup Shakti, so that they can enact and relish their Leela. Srimati Radhika and Shri Krishna are eternally separate. Radha and Krishna are eternally separate just so that they can enjoy Leela, pastimes, and relish Rasa. Although they are one, you need two to have a relationship. Therefore, that one Supreme Tattva, Krishna, Shakti Shaktiman, have become eternally two, so that they can have a relationship of love and enjoy. In Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said, Radha Krishna Eka Atma Dui Dehadhari Anyonye Vilasa Rasa Aswadana Kari. Radha Krishna Ek Atma. Radha and Krishna are one person. Radha Krishna Ek Atma, but Dui Dehadhari. Eternally they are appearing as two. Radha Krishna Ek Atma Dui Dehadhari. Why? Anyonye Vilasa Rasa Aswadana Kari. To aswadan, to taste vilas ras among each other. Anyonye means with each other. Radha Krishna Eka Atma, but Dui Dehadhari. Why? Anyonye vilasa rasa aswadana kori. To taste the sweetness of a loving relationship, that one Supreme Tattva has become two, as Radha and Krishna. So this we have to all understand. Is this clear? We should not think that Krishna is stronger and Radharani is weaker, or Radharani is stronger and Krishna is weaker. This type of mentality we should not have. From the point of view of Tattva, Radha and Krishna are inseparable. That's why they are called one. Radha Krishna Eka Atma. But from the point of view of Leela, from the point of view of Rasa, they are always two, so that they can enjoy relationship. So I'll read again. So that Radha and Krishna can enact and relish their Leela, Srimati Radhika and Shri Krishna are eternally separate, but they are also eternally inseparable. Just like light and heat cannot be separated from the sun. Light and heat are the energy, Shakti of the sun. So Krishna is like the sun and Srimati Radharani is like the heat and light. There cannot be sun without heat and light. And there cannot be heat and sunlight without sun. Srimati Sita Devi also in Valmiki Ramayana says this Siddhanta. Shakya lobhayitum naham aishwaryena dhanena va ananya raghavenaham bhaskarena prabha yatha. Just like Prabha, sunlight cannot be separated from Bhaskar, sun. Similarly, Ananya Raghavena Aham, Sita says, I am non-different from Raghav. I am inseparable from Raghav. Just as Bhaskarena Prabhayatha. Just like sun and sunshine cannot be separated, Sita and Ram cannot be separated. Or Radha and Krishna cannot be separated. Haribol. This is so beautiful, Tattva. But they are also eternally inseparable, just as musk and its fragrance are mutually inseparable. You cannot have musk without fragrance, and you cannot have musk fragrance without musk. Haribol. Just like you cannot have sunshine without sun. They are inseparable. Just as musk and its scent are mutually inseparable. And just as fire and its heat cannot be separate from each other. That Swarup Shakti, Srimati Radhika, has three kinds of potency of activity, Kriya Shakti. Three types. That Swarup Shakti, the complete Shakti, Srimati Radharani, has three kinds of potency of activity. Activity means Kriya. Potency means Shakti. So Kriya Shakti. Swarup Shakti Shri Radha has three Kriya Shaktis. They are Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. Chit Shakti is also called as Antaranga Shakti or internal potency, the spiritual potency. Maya Shakti is also called as Bahiranga Shakti or external potency, material energy. And the Jiva Shakti is called the marginal potency, Tatastha Shakti. So we are what? Tatastha Shakti. Jivera Swarup hai Krishnera Nityadas, Krishnera Tatastha Shakti. Veda Ved Prakash. So who do we belong to? If we are Shakti, who do we belong to? Srimati Radharani. Therefore, Srimati Radharani is our Ashraya Vigraha. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita says. This we have to scientifically understand. Therefore, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada said, we worship Krishna because it makes Srimati Radharani happy. If tomorrow Srimati Radharani says, you worship Lord Narayan, we will worship Lord Narayan. She will never say. But that was the mood of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And that is the mood of the Manjaris. That we serve Krishna because Srimati Radharani feels happy. We chant Hare Krishna because Srimati Radharani feels happy. So that Swarup Shakti, Srimati Radharani, has three potency of activity, Kriya Shakti. One is Chit Shakti, which is the internal energy, spiritual energy, Antaranga Shakti. Second is Maya Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, external energy, material energy. And the third is Jiva Shakti or Tatastha Shakti, marginal potency, that is all of us, Jivas. We are all coming from Radharani. Although Swarup Shakti is one, she acts in these three ways. Radharani's energy is one. The Swarup Shakti is one, but in activity, in function, it is mainly three. क्रिया में शक्ति के तीन स्वरूप है, अंतरंगा शक्ति, बहिरंगा शक्ति, तटस्थ शक्ति. Although Swarup Shakti Srimati Radharani is one, she acts in three ways. Her Shakti, Kriya Shakti acts in three ways. Antaranga Shakti, spiritual energy. Bahiranga Shakti, material energy. Tatastha Shakti, the Jivas, all of us. All the eternal characteristics of Swarup Shakti are completely present in the Chid Shakti. The eternal characteristics of Swarup Shakti are present in the spiritual potency, Chid Shakti or Antaranga Shakti. Present to a minute degree in the Jiva Shakti. And in us, Jiva, the eternal characteristics of spiritual energy, the Swarup Shakti, are present in a minute degree. And it is present in a perverted, reflected, distorted form in the Maya Shakti. The eternal characteristics of Swarup Shakti. So the spiritual energy is fully present in the internal potency. The spiritual energy is partially present in the Tatastha Shakti, Jiva Shakti. And the spiritual energy is present in a distorted way in Maya Shakti. Apart from the three kinds of Kriya Shakti, potency of activity that I have described, Swarup Shakti also has three other types of function. So remember, the Swarup Shakti Srimati Radharani, in the form of, in the realm of activity, it manifests as three Shaktis: Chit Shakti, Tatastha Shakti, Bahiranga Shakti, or Maya Shakti. Now, the Swarup Shakti, Srimati Radharani, has three other types of functions in terms of the Chid Shakti, in terms of the internal potency, Antaranga Shakti. Antaranga Shakti has three other functions: Ladini, Sandhini, Samvit. And they are described as follows in the Dashamula. Now we come to, this brings us to the fourth verse of the 10 verses, Dashamula. Savailadhinyascha pranaya vikritirladanarata tatha samvit shakti prakatitaraho bhavarasitaha तथा श्री संधिन्या कृत विशदतद्धाम निचये रसाम्बोधौ मग्नो व्रजरस विलासी विजयते. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught in the fourth verse of the Shamula Stotra, there are three functions of the spiritual energy: Swarup Shakti or Chid Shakti, the internal potency; Ladini Shakti, Sandhini Shakti, and Samvit Shakti. Krishna remains perpetually immersed in the love, pranaya vikar of the Ladini Shakti. That is Krishna. He is always immersed in Ladini Shakti. Because of the confidential bhavs invoked by Samvit Shakti, he is ever situated as Rasik Shekhar in relation newer and newer rasa. That is Samvit Shakti. Ladini Shakti, Prem, happiness. Because there cannot be happiness without Prem. And then different bhavs, different rasas are relished by Rasik Shekhar Krishna through the Samvit Shakti. That supremely independent pastime prince, Rasik Shekhar, pastime prince, Shri Krishna, is ever drowned within the ocean of Vrajras, in his transcendental bliss-filled abodes, headed by Shri Vrindavan Dham, which is manifested through the Sandhini Shakti. All glories to Krishna. Vijayate. Hari Bol. So, Krishna's abode, where he performs his pastimes, you need a platform, you need a stage to enjoy different leelas. That Dham Shakti is called Sandhini Shakti. Then there has to be different types of relationships, rasa, to be enjoyed by Rasik Shekhar, Rasovaisaha Krishna. And that happens through Samvit Shakti. And then there has to be spiritual love, pranay, which gives immense happiness to Krishna. And that is Ladini Shakti. So there is the abode or platform, there are the roles and relationships, and then there is the love. Sandhini, Samvit, Ladini. I repeat, there is the abode, the dham, where all this happens, Vrindavan Dham. There are different actors in different roles, that is Samvit. And then there is the relationship of love and the bliss of pastimes. And that happens through Ladini Shakti. So three. All are branches of the Chid Shakti, the internal Antaranga Shakti. Savailadhinyascha Pranaya Vikritirladhanarata. Krishna enjoys through Ladini Shakti. Tatha samvit Shakti prakatita raho bhava rasita. Different bhav, different rasas, they manifest through the samvit Shakti. तथा श्री संधिन्या कृत विशद तद धाम निचये. And then for the lila to manifest, the loving exchanges to happen, you need an abode, you need a dham. Like our Abhinav, dungeon and dragons. So first you have to create a platform. You have to create a realm where all that game will be played. Correct? So that is the Sandhini Shakti, dham. Then there are different actors. Different. There is Yashodamai, there is Shridam, Sudama, there is Rup Manjari, Rati Manjari, there are Ashtasakis. So that is through Samvit Shakti. The different rasas are there. Madhurya ras, Vatsalya ras, Sakhya ras. And then the actual relationships, actual exchange of love, that is giving pleasure to Krishna, is through Ladini Shakti. Hari Bol. So this is the Rasambodhau magno vraja rasa vilasi vijayate. All glory is to Krishna. Vijayate. Krishna, who is Vraj Ras Vilasi. This can be a nice name for someone getting initiation. Vraj Ras Vilasi. That is Krishna. He enjoys Vraj Ras in this three different energies of Srimati Radharani. Ladini Shakti, Sandhini Shakti, Samvit Shakti. The purport is that the three aspects of Swarup Shakti, the internal energy, namely Ladini, Sandhini, and Samvit, completely influence all the activities of the Chid Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. The three aspects of Swarup Shakti, the existential potency, Sandhini Shakti, the knowledge potency of all the different relationships and rasas, Samvit Shakti, and the pleasure giving loving potency called Ladini Shakti. Ahlad means happiness. We say, na? Namaste Narasimhaya Prahlad Ahladadaine. That Ahlad is happiness, pleasure. Ladini Shakti, pleasure giving potency. They completely influence all the activities of the spiritual energy, Chit Shakti, Jiva Shakti, and Maya Shakti. The Ladini Vritti of Swarup Shakti, as Srimati Radharani, the daughter of Rishabhanu Maharaj, gives full transcendental bliss, happiness, enjoyment to Krishna. So the question is, where does Krishna get enjoyment? Krishna gets enjoyment from the Ladini Vritti of the Swarup Shakti. Swarup Shakti is Srimati Radharani. All the energies, Radha Purna Shakti is Swarup Shakti. Then she has Chit Shakti, internal potency, Jiv Shakti, marginal potency, Maya Shakti, external potency, material energy. And all the energies, they have Samvit, Sandhini, and Ladini. Samvit is the knowledge potency, Sandhini is the existential potency, the dham, and Ladini is the pleasure giving potency. And Srimati Radharani gives pleasure to Krishna through the Ladini Vritti of the Swarup Shakti, as the daughter of Rishabhanu Maharaj, Srimati Radharani from Barsana. Hari Bol. She gives full transcendental bliss and enjoyment to Krishna. Srimati Radhika is the embodiment of Mahabhav. As Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita described, Mahabhav Swarupa Shri Radha Thakurani. Hari Bol. Mahabhav Swarupa Shri Radha Thakurani. Srimati Radharani is the embodiment of Mahabhav. Mahabhav is the Parakashtha, the highest limit of love. Radharani gives happiness to Krishna in her own transcendental form, and to increase Krishna's happiness, she also eternally manifests eight bhavs as the eight principal sakhis, the Ashta sakhis, who are direct expansions of Radharani, direct extensions, Kaya Vyuha of her own Swarup. So we should not think that Lalita Sakhi, Vishakha Sakhi, all the Ashta sakhis, they are just some ordinary jivas. No, they are directly coming from Krishna. Just as the different Vishnu Murtis in Vaikuntha planets, different Narayan Murtis in different Vaikuntha planets are direct expansion, Swamsha of Krishna. Similarly, the Ashtasakis are the Kaya Vyuha, they are the personal expansions from the body of Srimati Radharani. They are not ordinary jivas, the Ashtasakis. So Radharani personally gives happiness to Krishna, and to increase the happiness of Krishna, increase the variety of pastimes, Radharani says, I am not enough. I will expand myself into 8 other Sakhis who will assist me. They are also coming from Radharani only. They are direct Kaya view expansions of Radharani's own Swarup. Swarup means her own form. Besides that, she manifests her 4 different types of service moods as 4 different types of Sakhis. Hari Bol. Then Radharani also manifests many Sakhis from her own body to enjoy with Krishna. And these Sakhis have 4 different bhavs or 4 different levels of love. There are the Priya Sakhis, there are the Narma Sakhis, there are Prana Sakhis, and there are Param Prishta Sakhis. All these Sakhis are Nitya Siddha Sakhis within the transcendental realm of Vraj, which means these are the eternal associates of Radha and Krishna. They never forget Krishna. They are the Nitya Siddhas, always living in the spiritual world. And there are many such Sakhis, 4 categories: Priya Sakhis, Narma Sakhis, in increasing order of love, Prana Sakhis, and Param Preshta Sakhis, or Prana Preshta Sakhis, also they are called somewhere. So Priya Sakhis, Narma Sakhis, Prana Sakhis, and Parama Preshta Sakhis. All these Sakhis are Nitya Siddhas, Sakhis, within the transcendental realm of Vraj, Golok Vrindavan, spiritual world. Now, this is the Ladhini Vritti of Swarup Shakti. What about the Samvit Vritti of Swarup Shakti? What it does? The Samvit Vritti of Swarup Shakti manifests the various moods of the relationship, Sambandha Bhav, within Vraj. What are the Sambandhas? Oh, this is a Manjari. Oh, this is a Sakhi. This is Elder Gopi. She has parental love. Oh, this is a friend of Krishna. This is servant of Krishna. So these different bhavs, Dasya bhav, Sakhya bhav, Vatsalya bhav, Madhurya bhav, all these bhav, they are coming from the Samvit Vritti of Swarup Shakti. What about Sandhini Vritti? The Sandhini Vritti manifests everything in Vraj that consists of Yamuna, Manasi Ganga, Radha Kund water, Sham Kund water, earth, all the villages, all the 12 Dwadasha Kanan, 12 forests, the Upavan, the sub forest, Giriraj Govardhan, which are all places of Krishna's pastimes, the whole dham, the whole realm, the whole platform for Krishna to enjoy pastimes comes from the Sandhini Vritti. Sandhini means the existential potency. The whole spiritual world exists on the basis of this Sandhini Vritti of the Swarup Shakti. It also manifests all the other transcendental objects used in Krishna's pastimes, as well as the transcendental bodies of Sri Radhika, Sri Krishna, the Sakhis, the Sakhas, cows, Das, Dasis, and so on. Everything that exists, it comes from the Sandhini potency. Shri Krishna is always engrossed in supreme bliss in the form of the Pranaya Vikar of Ladhini. Radha Krishna Pranaya Vikritir Ladhinir Shaktirasmad Ekatmanav Bhuvi Pura Deha Bhedam Gatau Tau Chaitanyakyam Prakatam Tadvayam Chaikyamaptam Radha Bhavadyuti Suvalitam Naumi Krishna Swarupam. Pranaya Vikar means transformations of love. Pranaya means love, Vikar means transformation. Shri Krishna is always engrossed in supreme bliss in the form of Pranaya Vikar of Ladini. Ladini is the pleasure giving potency, and being endowed with the various bhav. Different bhavs are there in spiritual world. So there is so much variety manifested by the Samvit Vritti. Different relationships, different bhav, Samvit Vritti. He relishes pranaya ras. He enjoys the loving relationships. Pranaya means love, or ras means a spiritual relationship. Enjoys. Through the Samvit Vritti of his Parashakti, Parashakti is another name for the Chit Shakti, Krishna performs activities such as attracting the gopis by playing on his Vamshi. Divyad Vrindaranya Kalpadrumada Srimad Ratnagar Simhasanasthav Shri Shri Radha Shrila Govinda Devo Preshtalibi Sevya Manav Smarami Shriman Rasa Rasarambhi Vamshi Vata Tata Sthita Karshana Venur Sonar. His Akarshan. He's attracting the gopis through the Venu. Karshana means Akarshan. Karshana Venu through his Venu, his flute. Karshana Venu Swanair Gopir. He's attracting the gopis. Gopinatha Shriyestuna. We offer our obeisances to Gopinath, who attracts the gopis, standing under the Vamshivat, playing on his flute. With the fifth note, he attracts the gopis to Ras Leela. Hari Bol. All this is happening, different relationships, attractions. This is happening through the Samvit potency, the knowledge giving potency. Playing upon his Vamshi, taking the cows out for grazing, Gocharan Leela, Ras Leela, where he dances and sings with the gopis, and other pastimes. All these pastimes are happening through the Samvit Vritti, where there are different relationships, different roles to play. Shri Krishna, who is Vraj Vilasi, enjoyer of the pastimes in Vraj, always remains immersed in Ras, in his transcendental Dham. Dham comes from Sandhini Shakti. Different rasas come from Samvit Shakti. So this Dham, which is manifested by the Sandhini potency. Amongst all the abodes of his pastimes, the abode of his Vraj pastimes is the sweetest. Aradhya Bhagwan Vrajesha Tanayas Tad Dhama Vrindavanam. Vrindavan Dham is the highest Dham. Because here Krishna gets maximum pleasure because Ladini Shakti Srimati Radharani is present. So all these transformations of love, from where Krishna gets his happiness, Pranay Vikar of Ladini, it's all coming from the Ladini Shakti. The different relationships and roles of different devotees are coming from the Samvit Shakti. And then the Sandhini Shakti manifests the Dham. In this way, Krishna eternally enjoys through the Sandhini Shakti, Samvit Shakti, and Aladini Shakti in Golok Vrindavan with unlimited number of devotees. Hari Bol. Radha and Krishna, they enjoy. And then what Vrajnath says further, Krishna willing, we will continue reading in the next session. So let us remember what we read today. Let us meditate on Vrindavan Dham, where there are these 4 different types of Sakhis, and they are all manifesting from Radharani. Ashta Sakhis are manifesting from Srimati Radharani simply to increase the pleasure of Krishna. Radharani wants to give so much enjoyment to Krishna. So we'll keep this in mind and we'll meet again day after tomorrow. Shri Jaiva Dharma ki jai. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur Mahashaya ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nitai Gaur, Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe
Radhe
Shyam.
Shyam.